Most people do this. They create one design, say for Instagram, then again for Facebook, then again for Pinterest. This is exhausting. It takes too much time. And honestly, it's the quickest way to burn out. Instead, we're gonna build a system. We're gonna take one idea, do multiple designs, all inside one Canva project. So first we're gonna start with whatever your favorite AI platform is. I'm gonna use ChatGPT. So I asked Chat to give me a prompt for Canva to make me a post for teaching how to get used to digital lifestyle. And it gave me this prompt. Now let's bring this into Canva. So I'm going to literally copy it. From the home page of Canva, I'm going to click Canva AI, and then I'm going to just go right up here and paste my prompt that Chat helped me with, and I'm going to click this button right here. A word about Canva's AI. It is awesome, but sometimes it doesn't get it right the first time, or it went in a whole different direction than you thought it was going to go. This has happened to me many times. It's like having a conversation. You just tell it, that's not what I had in mind at all, and then it will try again. Okay, so it already came up with these, which, like I was just saying, these are not my style at all, but that's okay. If this was the design I wanted, let's say this one, I would click on it. It gives me a preview. I can hop it right into a project by clicking Use Canva Editor, or I can have a conversation right over here and give it more prompting, and you just keep going back and forth until you have a style that you like. For now, we are going to use the one I made. The first thing that is a total game changer is using magic layers. So I actually made this graphic, but I don't remember where the design is. Another reason to label your designs. So in order to break this up again, I'm going to select it, click Edit, and then I'm going to go over to Magic Layers. And notice this does not have a crown, which means even with your free account on Canva, you can use Magic Layers, which is pretty awesome. And you click that button and you can see it's doing all the work to separate all of the elements into different layers, so you can go ahead and edit those alone. Before I click anything, you can already see that by all the purple lines, there are now so many different layers that you can edit. Let's say I want to swap out this picture. Here we go. Now, before I go through all of this resizing of that picture, if you don't already know, definitely use frames. Frames are your friend. We're going to go ahead over to the side and click on Elements and scroll down to Frames. And then I'm going to use this one, just the very basic frame. I'm going to delete that, move this frame up, do my best to line it up, and you just click, drag and drop. So simple. If you noticed, I grabbed the hard-edged, the hard-cornered square, and this is the rounded corner. That's okay if you grabbed the hard-edged square, because if you want to round those corners, all you have to do is, while it's selected, go up top to this button right here, and then you can go ahead and round the corners. Let me throw some more effects on here. So all of these different platforms that I'm creating for, we want them all to exist in this one project. This one project that we are going to title right up top here, Adjusting to the Tech Lifestyle. If I go up to File, right up here it shows me the size. So this is a 1080 by 1350 pixels. That's what Instagram defaults to. Now I'm going to go to the bottom to where the pages are, and I'm going to click these three dots. I'm going to go right up to the top and rename this. So this is Instagram. Because I know this is Instagram, I also know that there are spaces that I want to adjust on this. In Instagram, you have the Instagram graphics that line up along the side and along the bottom. So let me show you guidelines so that we can make sure that all of the important information are all in safe zone, so that the UI, which stands for user interface, on social media is not going to cover it up. If you look up top, I have all these numbers like a ruler. So these are the rulers and guides. So if I did not see that, go over to File, Settings. Notice Show Rulers and Guides for me is checked. If yours is not checked, check it. If I hover on this top line and then I click and start dragging, it automatically makes this purple line. So the first parameter I want, between 100 and 150 is safe, so it won't get cut off. And notice when I let go, it stays there. So this purple is not going to be seen in my design. It's just seen for me. It's a guide for me. The next one I want to do, and I'm going to go to the top again, so we want to be around 1100, is safe. So I can already see my RSVP is going to be a little bit wonky. So I'm going to click on that, move it up a little bit, maybe move all this stuff up just a little bit. Now I need the sides. So on the sides, you want about 50 pixels of padding. So this time I'm going to grab the side lines. I'm going to grab another one. So now I feel comfortable that my design for Instagram is ready. So what I'm going to do is click the three buttons, resize page, TikTok. So if it doesn't show up to this default, go to social media, click TikTok right here, TikTok video, and notice how it automatically said copy and resize. It automatically knows that I don't want to resize just that image, I want a copy of it. So it automatically opens this up as a video. If I don't want to do anything, I'm like, hey, that looks fantastic. Right over here it says exit video, and it takes me back to all of my pages. When you're ready to adjust this, you can click the pencil and then you can make your adjustments. So let's make our quick little TikTok adjustments. I'm going to throw in another little tip. Click, hold down the shift key, click all the things that I know I don't want to separate. And I'm going to click group. And now I can move them around. The flyer is going to be closer to the ratio of my Instagram, so I'm going to duplicate this one. And this time I'm going to go to flyer, and I'm going to be sure to label it flyer. I've got my Instagram post, my TikTok post, my flyer. I want a Facebook page just for this event. So I'm going to go down, resize page. I can type in Facebook, and I'm going to want a Facebook cover. And I'm going to be sure to rename it right away. And I'm going to make my adjustments. All right, so now I've got a design for my Facebook cover. And again, I want to check the parameters. So when I go to my dimensions cheat sheet, I know to set the vertical guides at 90 and 730. If you want to get my design dimensions cheat sheet, be sure to click on the link in the description. I'm going to go over here. So I can see that the sides are great. I even have a little bit of wiggle room. Now let's look at the top and bottom. So now I can confidently not waste my time by exporting and then resizing and then exporting and then resizing, because if you've been there, you know how frustrating that can be. So I'm going to resize it. I'm going to go to resize page. I can do the suggested uses, custom size. I can also just go here and write presentation, and here it is. Wow, for my presentation, all I really need to do is resize this background. This is going to be like the home slide for my actual presentation. So I can get rid of that. I can maybe get rid of all of these, and I can also say like welcome. Maybe I don't need all of these images, but I just want a couple. So I want them to look the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this and duplicate it. And then I'm going to drop this into that so that both of my images are the same. And I might want this to move when it comes on. I'm going to group all these together again. I'm going to go up to animate. So I'm just going to have it pan up. If I want it to happen to all the elements on the page, I can have all of these rise on up. Okay, so now I've got the first slide of my actual presentation that I'm going to give. Maybe I want to send to the newspaper. If I want to make it color, I can, but maybe I just need this black and white. So the easiest way I know how to do this would be to go over to share, download, and I just want to download the current page that I'm on. Just a PNG download. So instead of deleting this, because I might need to make some edits, I'm going to duplicate this. Click the three dots, go up to duplicate page, and now I can highlight and delete everything on this one page and import the PNG that I just downloaded. So here it is. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to Edit, and I'm going to go to Filters, and then scroll down to Duotone. Here we go. I'm going to change this to white, and I'm going to make sure this is all the way in black. So now I can see what it'll look like. I might want some things to stand out more, like this circle kind of disappeared on me. So if I go back to my original newspaper ad, I can maybe add a border around that. And there we go. So now that gives me more of an idea of what it's going to look like in the newspaper. Are you going to turn this presentation into a video? Maybe you're going to record your whole thing. I'm going to duplicate this. So if you really want people to watch this, you need it to be very eye-catching, very bold. Like, why do I want to click on this moment? So again, use AI. So give me a thumbnail clickable title for adjusting to the tech lifestyle. The truth about going fully digital. I'm going to go with that. The truth about going fully digital. So we're going to copy that, go to our project, and instead of this lovely little title here, so I'm going to drag it. All right, so now we have got our YouTube thumbnail as well. From one idea, we have multiple posts, multiple sizes for content serving different platforms. This is how you stay consistent without burning out. I hope today's tips helped you save time, and more than anything, I hope they help you stay creative. For more tips like these, be sure to subscribe to Sarah Gus Designs.